Hey, how are you today? I'm Keith Montgomery. I'm from Mississippi, born and bred, raised. Lived in Hattiesburg, and I was also the deputy chief state fire marshal with the fire marshal's office. I knew I was going to retire someday, so I was looking for a hobby. So my hobby that I picked to try to do was brew beer. My son, I wasn't really planning on the hobby. My youngest son gave me a Mr. Brew kit in 2010. And you wait 3 weeks and you drink it. And it was gosh awful, absolutely terrible. Couldn't drink it. I said, well, maybe I did something wrong. So I bought another one, just like this. And what I did was I made the second batch. And the second batch was even worse than the first batch. So I went down to New Orleans and said, I'm thinking about brewing beer. And he said, well, you come back to see me. You come back to see me when you get ready to brew. I read John Palmer's book. So I went back to New Orleans and I said, I'm ready to brew. How much money do I need to invest? And he said, I'll have you brewing even with the kit for $150. I brewed in the house for about a year and a half. And then I saw this setup that was up in Jackson. So here I come, we loaded up for next to nothing because he wanted to get rid of it. And I start coming down the road and I get to McGee and the cop pulls me over. And he says, what are you doing with that still? I said, I don't have a still, it's for beer brewing. He said, we're gonna have to go downtown. That's when I had to pull rank on him. I pulled that badge out and I said, I'm not going downtown. This is for beer, and I'm going to Hattiesburg. It sat in storage for about a year. And then one day we were gonna do a little remodeling, so we decided to build a little outdoor kitchen. And that's when my wife said, I think you ought to when you do that, is make a brew house out of it. And I said, oh, yeah. Called my friend Sam Sorrells, who's a good brewer here in Hattiesburg, and he kind of came over and helped me put it together, figure out what I needed to do, and pretty well make beer. But people say, what kind of beer do you make? And I look at them and I say, I make damn good beer. Cheers.